Hey guys, it is June 12th. We are about to get ready for a show. I still have to shower. The time is currently 8:16. So like a 10-minute shower, and then I will insert some clips of me putting on my wig, doing my makeup, crashing out about doing my makeup, and then hit flow state. And then put on a nail. Well, put on the clothes, then put on the nail. But I have to pack the bag before I put on the clothes and then put on the nail. But, you get what I mean. We're about to get ready. So we have made it out the shower. It is time to put on the bald cap.
Thousand bald-headed children.
Hey, Michael. What the fuck? And oh, we did hydrate our lips. Period. Because hydrate your lips before you do your makeup. Hydrate your face before you do your makeup. Just hydrate everything.
Some water.
We also hydrated with some Jergens Ultra, and I did put a little essential oil in there. So when I sweat, it smells what? Delicious. Thank ya. And then we're going to be using some Ebon, and then we'll be using some hairspray just to set everything. I always use, don't talk about my melting band, because she's very loved, but she gets the job done, I tell you. These wigs don't come off. Thank ya. Alright, so we have successfully laid down the glue. As you can see, there's probably a string coming up. Now it's time to lay this wig on. I'm looking at my vanity that's right in front of me, so there will be a brief moment of where I'm not looking at y'all. I'm sorry, I love y'all, but gotta make sure this wig is laid! And then I just hold the sides like this until I feel it's a tad bit secure. I usually put the blow dryer over top, Michaela hook up on me. Let's go over that. And then while the hair is on, but it's not fully secure in my opinion. So this is where I will pull out my handy dandy little clips. And we will just see this side over here, it wants to lift on me. So we'll just go back in with a little more of the Ebom. And we'll just blow dry that down. Get a little tuck at you. As you can see, this line, it does need some TLC. I plan to clean this lace this weekend actually, because I need to clean this band. But we're gonna put the little melt band around her neck. And then we're just gonna use just a little bit, not too much, just only the parts where the glue is. It's just like an extra security. And then I just like to press it in so it penetrates the glue. just yoink that onto there, and then that's that. Sometimes I'll use the blow dryer and I'll go over the headline and then, like, you know, have a little fun. But I'm gonna get into some other things. It is now time to get into the actual makeup. So I like to use the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. It's one of my faves. And then I'll just pop and put that right back on the thing. And I already moisturized before all of this downstairs after my shower. And then I know this might sound crazy, but I do use my setting spray in between. And I'll just like create longevity within your makeup. Utilizing your setting spray throughout the entire process rather than using it like at just typically 2 specific points, which is like the end, well, like after you bake and then the end. I find, for me personally, I'm somebody that has combo skin, I would say, would be the skin type I have, yeah, maybe. But I go in with the NYX, look, come on. I just want to focus. Ah, there we go. But I use this, and then I use this angled brush. It's like from a pack of brushes that I got from a place a very long time ago, so I can't name the location of where I got that, but and then I really don't like I don't block my brows. That's my biggest secret. So I am gonna get a little close, so I won't be showing you this part on camera. So the brows, they're on. They look a little crazy. Usually by then, my band is like about ready. I usually just like take a peek. So this is the first time I'm gonna remove from the bottom up rather than, I don't trust that. So I will be going from the top down, just so the band stays on, not the wig band, but yeah, you know what I mean. I don't have to explain this to y'all. And if you don't, come watch it live. And then I just go in and I tug at certain points that I know that should be secured, which that is good. It looks a little cookie crazy. I'll just let that like sit there for a little bit, and then when I'm ready to move on to a step where I have to like go up there, that's when I will go downstairs, use a lukewarm rag, and then I will wipe off all of the excess. I'll even like dab my hairline. I know that sounds a little spooky, a little scary. Most of this is water activated, so like, but I promise with the hairspray and the Ebin, between those 2 combinations, you will be perfectly fine. And if you're not, hit me a message. I'll probably have an answer for you of how you can remedy that for yourself, because I'm here to help. So now we're just gonna get into cleaning up my brow. I use the same concealer that I would use like underneath my eye for my cutting my brow at the top. Sorry, there's a hair in my face. And now there's concealer in the back of my hand. I have a rag here, my handy dandy rag. But I'm using the Soft Glam by e.l.f. It's cheap, it's affordable. It does what it needs to do. And like I've only used this in 2 specific spots, which is just cutting the brows and then adding highlight to my face. which I'll come back and show you what the brows look like after. But I'm just gonna lay out this lighter concealer all over my eye. And this will also help with eye definition and like trying to create the shape that you're seeking for your look. And yeah, it's just kind of fab. Do I know what kind of eye I'm going for tonight? No, not really. I'm just trying to go for something very vibrant, very disco-y. Michael Jackson is in the back singing away. And I have to turn him down so I do not get copyrighted. But let me know if you like the setup so far. I'm sorry that I'm not looking at you guys. I have been saying, oh, like this is a video that I want to film, blah, 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 blah. And I just haven't done it yet. We're back. The lace has been cleaned. Kinda. Not the biggest fan, but we are gonna be covering that up with a little bit of makeup, which is why I wanted to clean that, just so it doesn't like look crazy, you know? I think I'm gonna go for a glitter, but that requires a nice little color wheel moment, so I'm not exactly sure what I want to go for tonight. I've kind of been loving this purple in this palette. I'm using the Culture 2 palette by Juvia's Place. There is a piece of tape on here, and she is very well loved. So Juvia's Place, if you're seeing this, if you want to send me something, please, please, because every eye you've ever seen me in has come from this palette. I'm using one of my little rinky-dinky brushes that is basically broken at this point, but she gets the job done, and that is about it. So I'll just pat this on. And like, I'll kind of just like make a little moon following my natural eye shape. Just because I know this is where I want that glitter to sit later. I was making sure I hit all of that. And then obviously, same thing, just repeating on the other side. And then we'll just blend out those edges. I have like 3 different lamps on. I have the lamp from here, the lamp from there, and the lamp that's right over there. Just lots of lighting so I can see every angle possible while I'm at home. Because, you know, once you get there, I do bring my makeup with me just in case if I need a touch up or somebody needs something, which I really am stingy about what I will allow people to use because it's mine. I don't know. And then I'll just make sure that I hit the line over here, and then just pack, you know, product on. And I'm just looking to see if these are hitting at the same spots, which they are. And I'll like drag this in, even though it's looking gonna get covered up later. And that's the first part of the eye. Second part, I do take a little detail brush, and this is where I'll like add another layer, typically another color. I really don't know what I'm going for, so that's my biggest issue. Like I could go like purple into blue and then into like a sexy green. Then I'm kind of feeling like a purple into a green, that could be fun. It also just needs to be something that'll cover up my brow, or I'll just have to like put stones right there. Or it could, I don't know. I really don't know what I'm seeking in this look today. I say all of that, and I'm probably gonna go on with this yellow that's been eyeballing me down that I have been obsessed with recently. Because they do kind of go really cutesy together. We'll see. Yeah, I do like that. I'm just gonna start from the further edge and kind of just work my way around. I know you can see my brow. I don't care. Oh, that's pretty. And then I'll just clean that off. And then just like use whatever shadows are already on here already and just kind of like blend it out, you know, pull it back, whatever. As you can see, the brow is seeping through. That's totally fine. I'll work on that in a second. I think I'm gonna take these two little oranges. It's the Queen Vibes and the Young Ounce. I did say I wanted a green, but I don't know if I'm feeling that. We'll see. That's... I have an idea. All right, so we are gonna go forth with the green. And you'll understand why in a minute. And like right now, I'm just like throwing the colors on rather than like blending anything. My creative process is a tad bit different than most folks, which is fine. And like with this, I'm really not dipping into that palette like I was with the purple. It's really just about like getting some pigment there, but not going too crazy. And I kind of went over, but it's fine. But now it's really just about going through and blending and all that fun jazz. So I'll take like another color. I'm gonna use this like very light purple. I'm gonna hit it on the back of this rug and kind of just go in and add some definition. All right, back to our normal paint. This part is really just for me, for like blending and all that fun stuff. I'm sorry, you really can't get too much into her. The camera's moving. Like, you see what I mean? It's just like adding in that little definition. And I know you're probably like, where did the yellow go? She'll be coming back. She did not go on holiday, I promise. And then, as I say that, we're gonna bring back in that yellow. I don't know if I want to use this brush exactly, because that is a tad bit more thicker. We'll use it on like the outskirts. And kind of just, you know, bring that back in, give that more brightness. That's why I didn't like do too much earlier with like incorporating it. And then you just want to like, you know, keep looking at yourself from both angles throughout, just to make sure that everything's looking symmetrical. I'm cleaning this brush on a clean rag that I always have here. And just gonna clean up the tip. And just focus that yellow there. And now, so it has that nice little crispy foam. So kind of what we're looking for the most part. We're gonna add some depth to this green because it's looking a little flat in my opinion. I am going to add a little like more to this yellow so there's not just blanket boring yellow. It's gonna go on the outer portion where that green comes in. It's gonna be like an orange. Yeah, that's pretty. Just so there's not like randomness happening. You know, I start to like the makeup when I start rubbing my feet against the carpet. Okay, maybe I did too much. But it's all fine. Because I have an idea of what I would like to do now. Now that I've laid all these colors on my eye, I finally have a plan. And then I typically just bring whatever colors on the further part down, just to give some fun, some flair. And then you see that's mid. I'm gonna use this very tiny brush. I'm just gonna pull all of this green down. I thought I had messed up my eye. If you also have like issues with eyeliner, this will also help you, because then you already have like a set placement of where you would like to apply eyeliner as well. I don't dislike that. I also don't love it. But also this is just like the very beginning stages of making this eye. I'm just gonna cut so I can focus, because the left eye is not my dominant side, as you can tell the right side is. We're gonna get into the Estee Lauder Double Wear. It's the best foundation in the entire world. You're wondering what I am. I'm 8N1. Yeah. With this, I do not put it on the back of my hand like I used to, because that is way too much. I just shake it up in the bottle, and whenever it comes to the top, that's what I'll apply to my face. I'm gonna do that like 3 times. Okay, not 3. Typically like 2. There's still a lot more in here. And then I'll shake it up one more time. So I already have like pretty nice skin. Also, this foundation's like my ultimate holy grail because it literally just blends in with my face. So that's great. I'm like getting a lot of Instagram notifications at the moment, so kind of just cut that off to scope and see where things are gonna go later. Whatever. Yay! And then now we're going in with this like small stipple brush to blend out this foundation. Like, I really don't like, well, never mind, let me shut up. It doesn't look like I'm blending anything in. That's the whole point. Good thought. And it does match the rest of my body. I know. Thank you. Stay louder for thinking of me in this lab. I've been using this foundation since I was like 13. It's the best. It's 9:05. I have to hurry up. Cool. But that's that. Now we're gonna go in with concealer that I also need to wash my hands before I blend it out with my fingers. We're just gonna pull this up, all the way up there. And actually, with this concealer recently, I have been using a beauty blender, a dry one, I will say, and it's been doing wonders. And then I just go there, and that's that same e.l.f. handy dandy beauty blender. Thank you. And I just go down. No, she's back. I only need to clean all of these products, I'm sorry. No, she's back. I only need to clean all of these products, I'm sorry. Just too late. Okay, we're cool, awesome, great. So then we're gonna go in with the Juvia's Place contour stick when I can finally find that, because it should be on this desk. So give me a quick second. I just got done responding back to a friend that I met yesterday. Known them outside of like my drag persona for a hot minute, but we just did a number for, not a number because they were just the DJ and they were an excellent DJ. But follow DJ Extrovert. I'll put their tag up here. But follow them. They're excellent and also just a really great human overall. I met them at a jellyfish event. Shout out to Stephanie and Ricky. I love jellyfish. Hold on. I have to pull you back. Okay. But I'm hitting Juvia's Place. Hello. But I'm hitting the end of this contour stick, so we are in for a treat. And notice how I still haven't put on a single powder yet, besides the pressed powders from my palette. And then we're just gonna do a little bit of that. And then I'll use this angled brush. Couldn't tell you it's by, if you know this brush. Hey, I love it, it's great. And I'll just focus on my cheeks. And I try to like focus the product upwards rather than going down. You will see me go down just a little bit, but not too much. And then we just, oh, sorry, I got the tail end of that. Yeah. And then now we're going through, blending her out. Blend. And blend. And then, yeah, so that's that for that part. So now we're gonna bake. And one size, hit me up, because I will be coming to the store to go buy more. I just use the translucent. Usually I use the Ultra Peach, but I'm out of my Ultra Peach. And the Ultra Peach is really nice because it does leave you with that nice bright under eye. And that's what I like, but I don't like my under eye to be like super bright. But I'll use like a powder puff. I'm turning on the air again because I'm like low-key getting hot. And then I'll tap the access into the top so I'm not wasting product. But I am gonna use it back in my hand today. And then just press that in. And we're gonna go in all the spots that we just highlighted. So we have these yellows over here. Probably gonna go with this one just because it will reflect really nicely. And then, I don't know where the rest we're gonna go with that, but I use, first of all, before I show you this, don't talk about me, because if you talk about me, you're just gonna talk and I don't care. But I use the 3D Strip Lash Adhesive from Kiss. It is great, it does wonders, it hasn't failed me yet. So I look straight at the light, or I got a little happy and messed that up a little bit, but it's fine. But we'll go here. The spacing on this might be a little larger than I would like for normal. I hope just like that. And then I'm just gonna go in between the gaps that I have. I guess we are gonna add an extra stone. And like one there. One extra. We're just gonna do the yellow first. Tweezers. There they are. So that's that. So then since I know I need to finish there, and I need to start here, I'll just have those two. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in between. And those are a type of closer. And that one is there. Oh, okay. Well, you're supposed to go there anyways. Alright. On to the next one, I guess. There's no blue there. I'm just gonna forget about that one. Clean off the tweezers in between if they tend to get a little tacky, so you don't fight with the stones. It's 10:07, which I think that's mid timing wise. There might be another stone getting added, so I might have to shift. Yeah, because there's no blue, that's why it's not sticking, honey. Alright, so we're gonna go through, we're gonna analyze before we finalize. So stone there, stone here, stone there. So like this can be moved over and brought down. So you'll just go with the braid. Come on. There we go. That's not my lash. It's an old pair of lashes that I was using. While I'm doing this, I'm going to glue my lashes of the night. And I just leave them in the case so I don't forget, since that's what I'm currently working with most at the moment. Perfect. Alright, take 1, 2. I need a stone here. Drop my tweezers. And a stone there. Well, I wait for that to dry down a little bit on screen. Oh, I also have to turn on my hot comb because I have to do a quick little adjustment to my hairline with my little wisdoms. We get your 2 stones set. Stones are set. And then I'll just go through, tap with my finger, just to make sure they're staying in place. So then get your excess stones, throw them back in their compartment. I have to clean this little case because some stones are getting in the wrong spots. And I'm gonna take a green, get off my fingers. Okay, all right, I'm gonna stay. So I originally planned for 3 of those to be up there, but that is not going to be the case at this moment. It'll just be 3 like that. I'm going to just use the back of the tweezers. That one looks like it wants to fall off. In between these 2. And then a little dot up there. And you're like, where's the blush? Where's all the other, color to your face? It's coming. Fudge nuggets? Oh my goodness. Yeah, fine. Alright. Don't forget the lashes before you close the case. Don't forget the cover protector for all of the stones. Put the same compartments. Close this up. Put your lashes on top. If your lash will listen. And then move that. Because you have to go back in with your Juvia's place. I use whatever I can find, honestly. But I'm going for like that same purple. Bow, 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 bow. And I'm just gonna push that in. And you'll see why I'm doing this in a second. And then I'm gonna put this on the outer half I used that for the first time yesterday and I really liked it. I am gonna add in a little pink because that's giving the casket ready. Yeah. Just pink that up. Ooh, that's pretty. And then we're gonna use that purple. And then now you go in for spray. Actually, nose contour. We're going on hyper speed now. We're just gonna use this palette. Back of the brush. Actually, that brush is too big. I just realized that a couple days ago because it made my nose contour a little bigger and chunkier than I would like. So we're gonna clean the back of this brush and then we're gonna go. Wow. And then I do take it to where that yellow is. Just so there is a blend rather than just like, you know. And then round off the end. Kind of go in and blend that out. Same thing with your contour. Oh, bitch, we're so behind. Oop, oop, oop. Spray. Blow dryer. Ooh. We're gonna bring down his hair. I still have nails that I need to glue on. Get this out. Oh my fucking goodness. Brother. It's just gonna give that lifted look. And then you'll just go here and on there. Little spray. I need my pasties on. Cool. We're gonna go back in with the same shadow palette, shimmers. That's not even one that I wanted, but I don't care. I don't have that much time to worry about that. And then just pink on the cheek. Gonna go in with some shimmery shadow. And just bring back some light grabbing attention detail. Perfect. I felt like my nose contour was a little too much. Perfect, perfection. Honestly, probably just gonna go with these pink earrings because I don't want to lose an earring tonight. Nose ring. It's 10:19, y'all. I think we're getting to the point of where we are liking the look. Perfect. My hands are like so freaking dirty. I've been using this baby pink. Okay, not anything. That's too much. Have to brush through your brow. Don't forget that, because you just had all these shadows everywhere. All right, lip is looking a little crazy, but that's because we did not do the liner. And I do use the same liner that I use throughout, excuse me, my brows, my everything. It's easier that way for me. And then I'll just use glue. I didn't just do what I saw. And that just irritated me a little bit, but it's fine. All right, one last spray. I lied because I definitely didn't put any highlighter on my actual cheekbones, so hopefully that doesn't look too crazy. And then I'll just dab, 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 dab. Put some up here. Okay, work. That is the makeup look, and everything else you'll get to see whenever I'm ready. We have finally made it. I'm not late. And that's on getting in that makeup chair and still recording. I recorded my whole entire makeup look today.
You better work.
I hate my makeup, but it's fine. Yes, but I can turn that off because
I love that.
okay. Over here.
Hello. It's okay. It's okay.
No, it's fine now. All right. Hey, hooker horse sluts. Michaela just got to the gig because she had a show at P-Town. Ari, how are you feeling?
Cunt and pussy.
That's what I love to hear. Michaela Clifton, how are you feeling?
Cunt and pussy and a little bit tired, but we gonna turn it out for the girls here at Valve's. Give them something they ain't never seen before.
Exactly.
That was the only thing that streamlined through my brain as well. All right, we'll see you soon. There might be clips, there might not. There might be, I don't know, a middle finger or two. Bye.